In this battle, Agony Achilles is commanding the Warriors of Chaos, 6 Forsaken, 4 Chaos Knights with lances, Chaos Lord on a boarded Chaos mount, I think it is. Very important that it's the boarded Chaos mount, because then you get the Filth Mace, which gives poison for a certain amount of time. Extremely powerful on this character. I'm commanding Brettonia, and I think me and Achilles tried this scenario 4 or 5 times. The only thing that changed was the Brettonian army. So the Brettonian army changed hands. I played as Brettonia sometimes. Achilles played as Brettonia sometimes, but the constant was we used this Chaos army every time, because it turned out it was something Achilles tried, and it turned out to be extremely hard to beat for Brettonia. So we desperately tried to find counters to it using Brettonia, and we could find none. So every time I used this army, the Chaos army, against Achilles' Brettonia, I won against him. Every single time he used this Brettonia army against me, he won. That's an indication that you're onto something pretty good. So I think this army is pretty good against Brettonia specifically. So in this battle, I'm not going to show all of the battles, but in this battle I thought, okay, I'll try to counter it with six horse archers, so 6 mounted yeoman archers. I'll have these spears for just absorbing a charge. Notice I kept my units looking this way just to see if there were any guerrilla deployment shenanigans going on, but there weren't, so I'm sending my units forward. Again, I have 6 mounted yeoman archers. I have 6 Knights of the Realm. I have King Luan Leoncoeur. I have 1 peasant bow. I made him silver just for reasons. I had some funds left. So I'm plucking down some Forsaken. These Forsaken are dropping relatively quickly. The problem is, you'll see the problem soon enough. So I'm lining up my Knights of the Realm for an epic charge against the Chaos Filth. Now the thing is though, his infantry is going to defeat my infantry, like there's no question about it. Spearmen at arms with shields are going to die to Forsaken. I could have had as many lines as I wanted, the Forsaken would carve through me. So what I need to do is ensure that the mounted yeomen stay alive, that they're able to damage the Forsaken and win the cav fight, which I hope I'm going to be able to do, because these Knights of the Realm charge into the flanks of this Chaos Knight. In other engagements, it's basically over here it's 1-on-1, over here it's 2-on-2, and then I'm sending in this Knight of the Realm. This Knight of the Realm really should have gone around and hit these Chaos Knights with lances here, so that's a significant mistake. But I have plans for dealing with that. And as it's going now, it's not too bad for the... Let's have a look at how they're doing here, these different... losing decisively, losing... Okay, so yeah, everything is losing quite hard here. And they fear the enemy units as well. So I really should get King Luan over here. But I want to get Luan over here just to give these spearmen the... There you go. The leadership, melee defense and melee attack bonus. Stand your ground on these 2 units, so the Forsaken are not able to join the fight here. And sending in King Luan from the flank, I really should have sent him in from the rear. But there is a reason why I'm not doing that. If I send him in from the rear and the Chaos Knights decide to disengage if they win the fight, they can very easily surround King Luan, whereas they can't surround him as easily now. Thing is though, Achilles is being sneaky. He's sending in his Chaos Lord here with the Filth Mace. And the Filth Mace, if you look at what happens to this engagement when the Filth Mace is in effect, it can cause terror. The Knights of the Realm break instantly because they are terrified. So they're starting to run away. None of the Chaos Knights can become terrified because they are fear causing, of course. And what should not happen happens. The Knights of the Realm run away a small distance, but enough for King Luan to get surrounded by very, very heavy cavalry. I'm losing every single fight here now. I'm getting a second charge in, but the Filth Mace, the terror causing, really wrecked me. And while that's been going on, my army disappeared under the onslaught of Forsaken, which is expected. Didn't really do anything there in terms of killing. So now I'm looking at the late game where, sure, I have my mounted yeoman archers available. However, kiting late game with horse archers is not a viable tactic in Total War Warhammer, mainly because these units get tired by firing. So they are now very tired. If I was smart, I would have sent them somewhere around here and stopped firing to regenerate stamina. But you're just fighting. You're fighting an uphill battle if you only have skirmish cav late game, in my opinion, because of the fatigue factor. So I'm trying to spread out a bit, get some shots in on the Forsaken, but it's clear at this point that I've lost. It's just the Chaos Knights carved through my Knights of the Realm, the Forsaken carved through my spears. Only good thing now is that King Luan Leoncoeur managed to get airborne. He has regeneration, and as long as I keep him alive, I can dive bomb. The problem is, though, these Chaos Knights didn't take too much damage. I'm never going to be able to take them on with King Luan Leoncoeur, no matter how much time I spend on it. And same thing with the Chaos Lord here. His Filth Mace is going to be able to ruin my day by reducing my weapon damage and stuff. So at this point, it's not going well. Safe to say. Achilles is being smart. He's sending his Chaos Knights around here. He's sending his Forsaken around here. So I need to break some of these Forsaken in order to save my mounted yeoman archers. But the mounted yeoman archers are at this point exhausted. So no matter what I do, they're going to be exceptionally slow. You can see how easy I'm able to disengage with my flying Luan here. Chaos Knights are moving in ominously close. So here I'm charging with my mounted yeoman archers, trying to break the Forsaken through fear and rear charges. So here you can see all of the negative modifiers. They're still not breaking though. I had to sacrifice a unit down here in order to try to get out. But at this point, it's nearing chain route territory for me. I wasn't able to break the Chosen before the Forsaken, before my mounted yeoman broke. Even though I used stand your ground, King Luan Leoncoeur gets hit with the army destruction penalty, and I am gone. A close defeat. The Chaos Army didn't lose that much. The Forsaken killed. But you can see the difference in performance between Chaos Knights and Knights of the Realm. Now, we did try, let's see here, we did try, if you're thinking that, well, how about Knights, or how about Grail Knights? Well, Grail Knights are an option. The thing is, you do not have the option to use the Filth Mace. So Grail Knights are immune to psychology. That helps a lot. Grail Knights, together with King Luan Leoncoeur, can defeat Chaos Knights, no question about it. Then you're left with something to defeat the Forsaken. And sure, Knights of the Realm could work. The thing is, you don't have enough funds for that. So what usually ends up happening is you end up with either men-at-arms with polearms, spear men-at-arms together with some archers, and the Forsaken are so fast that they can carve through the spear men-at-arms, run down the peasant bows, just no problem whatsoever. Now you could of course go try a more balanced approach, where you have some mounted yeomen to protect you and stuff like that, but the Forsaken, I mean, the Chaos infantry destroys the Brettonian infantry so quickly that they're able to support the cav fights. That's the main problem. And the Chaos cavalry destroys the mid-tier Brettonian cavalry so quickly that they're able to support the infantry fights or run down skirmishers. So we even tried, or I tried, a super defensive formation, just to give Chaos a tough nut to crack or suck on, whichever you prefer. Something like this, and I think I had 2 Knights of the Realm. Yeah, something along these lines, but it just, I think this was the one that came the closest to being able to take the Chaos army on, but it wasn't even that close. So Chaos against Brettonia, I think if you stick to your core of Forsaken and bring Chaos Knights, I'd be very interested to see a Brettonian army that could take that on. Maybe something with the Paladin, maybe something with Pegasus Knights. Maybe it would be more essential to have King Luan and have the Blessing of the Lady activate the Knights on the charge. Maybe that would be essential. Maybe stand your ground. I mean, to combat some of the Filth Mace's effects, sure, but the effects of the Filth Mace are so potentially so devastating, not only because they can make, and not only because they inflict poison penalties, but also because they can make units almost insta-rout for a short period of time, and of course units that pull out for an engagement, they can take a lot of damage. Strength and Honor.